So I have been doing a lot of thinking about happiness in general and also about my recipe for happiness. Because I actually do have such a thing, but I haven't been implementing any of the things or the ingredients actually that need to go into this recipe at all. And I was just walking around feeling angry and resentful and unhappy until I decided that this is not okay, because life is precious and I do not want to waste my days with walking around feeling like that. So I decided to drop all of the things that I was working on because I needed to shift my focus and I needed to pull myself out of this I don't know what it was, but it was bad. Anyway, right now I do feel a lot better and I have my excitement back for the projects that I'm working on. And this week this is going to be creating something idyllic on the outside of the farmhouse that has a cozy countryside farmhouse feel. There's also a basement that I don't think I ever showed you guys before that needs to be sorted. Absolutely brilliant idea. So I really want to make some progress. And besides that, I am going to focus on prioritizing my happiness above all other things. So this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to take you guys along, starting with showing you the things that I've done yesterday. Oh my goodness, it is a very bright day indeed. Now I do have to say that I am proud at myself because I managed to completely change my perspective. And this is also something that I decided to do because I can't change the situation that we are in. So I need to change my perspective because it's the only way to create happiness. And the reality right now is that I am here, even though I don't really want to be here. Because I obviously just really want to be at the new house in Sweden, because I feel so happy there. Finishing the last things of an old life is just, it's exhausting. And that's just the way things are right now. And I'm not the only one who's feeling tired. Rogier is really tired too, and I also think that he is feeling slightly depressed. So I'm a little bit worried about that, because he doesn't want to participate in my quest for happiness at all. So now I first want to paint something orange. And I do have to say that the orange color that we picked out is a little bit on the bright side for me. But Rogier absolutely loves it. So we might need to keep it. But there are a lot of buts. I also want to experiment a little bit with it. So we will see. Oh, and by the way, we also have a whole bunch of these wall anchors that are also going to be painted in the same color. And then there is another lantern on the other side of the house that is going to need to be painted too. Hopping around in the countryside right now, so that's nice. Also because I have been doing a lot of thinking about the ingredients that need to go into my recipe, and going out and away from the house is definitely a really important one, because I have just been here all day, every day, at home, I mean, because, you know, we have deadlines and all of the projects are so important, but I have been feeling burnt out because of it, and it's just not a healthy way of spending my days. So I need to take more breaks, and I really need to go away from the house, because if I don't, I'm just going to continue working. Now, on top of this, just spending more time outside in general and getting more daylight are two ingredients that I also need to add to the recipe, because the inside of the farmhouse is really dark. The darkness on the inside of the house impacts my mood in a really bad way, and it actually makes me feel depressed. So I need to go outside a lot more, even when it is raining. So these are some priorities. And then I've also decided that slow and steady is the way to go here. So I'm really trying to slow down a bit, and so far it has been working really well, because the window that you saw me painting earlier is now completely finished. And then we have a door next to the window that is also completely finished. And then there's a window that is almost completely done, except for one last coat of the green paint. And then we have the second door, because we actually have two doors on this side of the house that I'm painting right now. That is almost completely done, except for the little window above it that I still need to paint. And this is also why the little roof is here, because this is something that needs to go back above the door, but it needed to come down anyway, because otherwise I can't reach the window. There's only one little window left right now that still needs everything, you know, the cleaning, the sanding, the painting and the whole thing. And then there's this abomination, and this is the window that belongs to the basement that I totally forgot about until just now. So now we need to go into the basement just to see if the window is rotting on the inside too, because besides the glass being broken, the entire bottom of the window is rotting on the outside. So now we need to go check the inside just to see if the inside is still okay, because if it is, we might be able to save the bottom of the window, and this would be great. Now, one project usually turns into another project, and this is definitely also something that happened over here. Because just now when I went into the basement, I decided that clearing out the basement is also going to be a lot of fun. Oh no! Oh my god, this is going to be fun. by the way, we have found ourselves a real estate agent. And this is not the real estate agent that I talked about, but a different one. Because this real estate agent is specialized in selling farmhouses in the countryside. And on top of that, we also felt that this person was a better fit for us and for this house. And right now we are ready to start the process of getting the house on the market. And the first thing that we need to do right now is we need to get an energy label for the house. And then the second thing to do is to get a photographer over here, because we are obviously going to need photos. And this means that we only have a little window left for finishing all of the last things. And there is so much to do right now, especially on the outside of the house. And this is also why the window needs to be fixed, because I have been spending a lot of time in the last week on painting the entire outside of the house, and I've made a lot of progress even though I have been really sick. So I am excited about this. It is still going really slowly though, also because Rogier had to go back to work, because we are going to need money for the other side of the house, because there are all of these windows there that have the same problem as the windows in the dormer upstairs that we have in the master bedroom. And this is that the double glass has leaks. So there is moisture and air in between the two layers of glass. And this is just because the glass is really old and it needs to be replaced. And unfortunately, all of this is happening right now as we are trying to sell the house. So it's a real bummer. Now the good news is that Rogier actually managed to create something extraordinarily beautiful on the outside of the dormer. It really transformed from something that looked so tired and so sad and so dark too, into something adorable and also into something that looks typical Dutch. Oh, het is wel cute. Hè?
Ja.
Ik zie vanaf hier zie ik al helemaal geen druipers.
Nee, hier niet?
Nee. Oh ja, ja, ik zie het wel. Oh, dat is wel erg. Oh, Rogier. Oh. Ah, als je hard loopt, dan zie je het niet.
Zal ik hem aan de onderkant zetten, al die druipers?
Dat valt misschien wel minder op, ja.
Denk je?
Ik weet het niet. Now, besides the work on the outside of the dormer, he also had to make 4 completely new windows, because the windows in the dormer were beyond anything that we could save. And this is just amazing, because he did all of this in the weekends and in just a couple of hours that he had in between all of the work that he is doing somewhere else.
Have you seen the other side, the inside?
No? Brand spanking new and beautiful. You did a really beautiful job. Anyway, sorting out the basement is going to be really nice, because we need to decide on what to keep and on what to get rid of, and all of the things that we want to keep need to be packed into bins. So I'm going to start with taking all of the things out, and then I'm going to do some sorting, and Rogier obviously needs to decide on the final to keep and to go. And then I'm just going to pack all of the stuff, and then I'm going to try to figure out what to do with the window, because this is actually the last window that I need to paint on the side of the house that we have over here. And right now it is looking so beautiful, you guys, it is so beautiful.
We all know there will be a last time for everything and everyone. We might be living in our last days. There might be 27 years to come. Running across the border, following the water, make the most of every notion. Soaring like a kite, higher than a mite. Baby, I can see the ocean run. Baby, run, run like the river runs. You will become one with the ocean, one day life is happening in real time. But I will follow you anywhere. Running across the border, following the water, make the most of every notion. Soaring like a kite, higher than a mite. Baby, I can see the ocean. Baby, run, run like the river runs. You will become one with the ocean. One day we're gonna meet again. Until then, run like the river runs. 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 We all know there will be a last time for everything and everyone.
Now the basement is the place where coffee machines go to die. Coffee machines, coffee machines. Let's take out the coffee machines. Are you sure that you want to come into the basement? Toch maar niet? No, he's changing his mind. Oh my god. I love clearing and sorting, and I also love throwing things out because it's so freeing. Oh! 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 Oh my god. My husband is a hoarder. Although I do have to say that he has been amazing when it comes to throwing things out, because he is actually doing it. He is sorting and packing and doing all of the stuff, which is so exciting because it means that he is emotionally ready to go. This, I think, needs to go to the twist store though, because I don't know about this lamp, you guys. It's hideous. Okay. Lamp. A hideous lamp. Do we also have a basic lamp that we might need to keep, although it is a little bit on the boring side. Now, besides the coffee machine graveyard, we also have a kitchen machine graveyard. It's a thing. It's a thing. Because we have juicers and bubble makers and I don't know what this is. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Now this is cute. And definitely a keeper, right? This is fun. And what is this? Something that you can use for underneath a warm pan or something. It's also really cool. So that's also going to be a keeper. And then we also have a whole bunch of these things over here. Now this is also fun, although I don't really know exactly what it is. It's really dirty. That's such a shame, because this is really nice. And then we have all of these plates, silver spoons, or at least I think that this is silver. Okay, so that was the box. Gross. Oh my god. And wearing a white skirt was a brilliant, absolutely brilliant idea. Oh god, this is so bad. Okay. Oh, we need a garbage bag. Yeah? Gross, gross, gross. Whew. Oh, and a kettle. Perfect for a murderer. And then, just when you were planning to do some murder, you decided to do a little bit of torture too. And now we have another kettle, because you obviously need at least a couple. A medieval candle holder. Now, when it comes to my happiness, I do think that gratitude is going to be a really important ingredient. And I have to keep reminding myself of how lucky we actually are. Lately, I just felt like I was pouring my entire soul into this house, and this house is not even going to be there in the future. But now I'm slowly starting to realize that this is not about pouring all that I have into a house. This is about pouring all that I have into an opportunity. Because finishing and selling this house is what is going to allow us to start a new dream and an adventure that we feel so excited about. And so now I have a different perspective. Hey, Phoebes.